Hello everyone, you are welcome to Best EduCreator Show. How are you doing today? Top 10 countries to study abroad without IELTS, right? So welcome to our favorite education podcast show, whereby we get to talk about education content, right? So if you love what we do, you can actually go into our previous session, listen to them. You find a lot of content regards education, right? All like our niche is education. We talk about issues, trending issues about education, right? So welcome everyone. So welcome. How are you and how is the weekend? And today is not going to be different, as I'm going to give you a new content, right? So welcome everyone. Top 10 countries to study abroad without IELTS. USA, UK, Canada, and Australia, right? Now let's just go into our objective. Are you a non-native English speaker aspiring to study abroad without IELTS? Then today's session is for you, right? Today's session will give the best English speaking countries without IELTS, including USA, UK, Australia, Canada, Ireland. So there is no need to worry about IELTS score requirements for study abroad. Now let's put it. This session offers a list of the top 10 countries without IELTS, right? Each country has universities without IELTS admission requirements, pathway programs, and alternatives for IELTS. You can go through one by one and start your journey to your favorite destination. Now let's proceed. For new learners, IELTS or International English Language Testing System is a standardized test used for study, work, and migration and immigration purposes, right? I beg your pardon, right? Now, international students either take an IELTS test or prove that they have received education in an English medium institution to study in foreign countries without IELTS, right? Without IELTS, right? So now let's get into our objective, right? Now, study in USA without IELTS. I'm going to give you all the breakdown on how to go about studying in the US without the IELTS. Right now, without any doubt, the US is the world's most sought after study abroad destination. To study in US, you must submit your English language proficiency proof. But if your native language is English for you, if your native language is English, or you have completed at least 1 year or 1 year of full-time academic study at a US institution, you can study in USA without IELTS. Similarly, if you have attended secondary school or a graduate school in English medium, you are exempted from IELTS or TOEFL. Some top American universities like University of Colorado admit students without IELTS, provided the student needs to clear the pathway program. It includes intensive English language program IELP, university preparation summer program UPREP, and bridge program for international students, right? Now I'm going to list out some popular university in the US that doesn't accept the IELTS. They don't accept the IELTS. So you can study in this United States university without the IELTS. Right now, the first one on our list is University of Colorado, State University of New York, University of Arkansas, California State University, University of New Orleans, University of Delaware, University of Dayton, University of Iowa, Drexel University, Pace University, Rice University, and New York Institute of Technology. So our next focus is we are going to talk about studying in the UK without what? IELTS. We are going to talk about studying in the UK without IELTS, right? Now let's proceed. Now let's just move on to that our next objective. The United Kingdom UK boasts top universities from the QS World University, right, rankings. To study in UK without IELTS, international students whose mother language is not English must meet the other eligibility criteria. Students must possess an undergraduate degree with English as the minimum of instruction or undertake a professional English language course. And to gain admission without IELTS, a high school grade of 70% or above is necessary. Likewise, a minimum GPA of 3.0 out of 4.0 in a bachelor's is required for master's program like MS or MBA. Now, to study in UK without IELTS, refer to the list of universities below. So I'm going to read out all these universities. They can admit you without the IELTS test. So without the IELTS, you are still good for admission. You are still safe. You will still be admitted into this following UK universities, right? Now the first one is Birmingham University. The second one is University of Warwick. The third one is Brunel University, University of Lincoln, the University of Boston, London South Bank University, Sheffield Hallam University, Bangor University, Robert Gordon University, and University of Bolton, right? And the last objective on our list is study in Canada without the IELTS, right? Study in Canada without the IELTS, right? Now I'm going to give you all the juicy gist about studying in Canada without the IELTS, right? So if you love content like this, take out time, subscribe, like, share, invite people. Remember to subscribe, right? Invite people, tell them that this is what we love doing, and it's a daily podcast show. And the only content we give on our daily podcast show is education content. Education content. That's the only form of content we offer on our daily podcast show, right? On Best EduCreator. So kindly invite your family, invite your friends, invite everyone, your church members, invite everyone. Tell them that Best EduCreator show is an education podcast, daily podcast session. We give out sessions based on education, right? Now let's just get into our objective. Canada is one of the best countries without IELTS for study. Many non-native English speakers from India and Nigeria and other Asian and African countries flock to Canadian universities for higher education. To study in Canada without IELTS, students can show their English proficiency using alternatives like CAEL, CAN Test, ELP, and AEPUCE. All these ones are Canadian form English proficiency test, right? Now, however, students who have resided in an English-speaking country for the past 4 years are exempt from providing IELTS score because their primary language is English, right? So I'm going to list out universities in which you can study without IELTS in Canada, right? Popular universities list in Canada, right? We have Concordia University, University of Virginia, Memorial University of Newfoundland, the University of Saskatchewan, Brock University, Charlton University, University of Winnipeg, Canberra University, Okanagan College, and McGill University, right? So if it interests you, if today's session you love today's session and you want to find out how to study, or you want to find out popular universities in Australia without the IELTS. You want to study in Australia and you are in search of what popular university in Australia without IELTS, kindly indicate in the comment section. I'm going to give you a full list of what universities in Australia to study, popular universities in Australia to study without IELTS. I'll do same for what Ireland, and what I'll do the same for what Germany. So if Germany, Ireland and Australia is your destination target, I need what institutions that do not accept IELTS. Just leave your thoughts in the comment section, whatever audio streaming platform you are listening on, and I will get to attend to you. I'll get to reach out to you. Right now, quickly, let me leave you all with this. We're studying in Europe as well, France. So if you need all this feedback, kindly just say hello best educator and I'm going to help you. Remember, like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.